In this module, I want to start looking at how we can discover risks in web servers. And one of the first things an attacker wants to do is a bunch of discovery work to figure out how the web server is configured, what might be running on it, and then what other things outside the particular application they're targeting might also be in that environment. So this is where they need to start getting a bit creative. Let's go and take a look at the overview of what we're going to cover. When an attacker starts looking at a web server, they really want to begin with this reconnaissance phase. So this is where they're going to use various tools to go out there and discover just how this thing is put together. Now there's a number of different ways they can do that. And in this module, we're going to look at everything from crawling to enumeration and directory traversal, and then footprinting the website as well. Plus a few other little tricks that attackers can use to get a better understanding about how the site and the server work together. And as I said in the previous module, sometimes the lines between the web application, or site if you like, and the server itself are a little bit blurred. They're inextricably linked. So we're going to keep touching on the web app as well as the web server. Now during this reconnaissance phase, we'll see that there are many different sources of recon data. So we're going to talk about sources that are freely available online that will do things like look at DNS records or look at other sites that might be on the server. There are almost limitless ways of retrieving information about how the target is put together. Now it's not just technical weaknesses we're looking for either. In this module we're going to talk about people. And more specifically, I'm going to talk about social engineering, which is how we can exploit people to gain an advantage in a system. It turns out that people are very vulnerable to hacking themselves. And I'll give you a few examples of that later on in this module. So with that established, let's move on and start looking at crawling, enumeration, and directory traversal.